welcome back. We have some phthalo blue and some phthalo green. We're going to add a little bit together, and we're going to create a color for some water down here. So I just wanted a little bit of phthalo green in there, mix it up, change it up a little bit. We got phthalo blue for the sky. So let's just see what we got here. Tap, tap, tap. Let's see what kind of color we have. Might be too green. Too green. I'm gonna wipe it off. Tap, tap, tap. Back into that blue. And come down here. Let's see here. I think it's good. We're gonna have maybe it come over like so. Okay. And then have it come out, have it get lighter as it comes, as it goes up. Okay. This one's going to come over a little bit further. And we're just trying to go straight across. And we're going to bring it up pretty high, maybe till right about there. Alright, so we're just using phthalo blue, phthalo green, and we're wanting to make sure that the bottom is darker down here below, and then as we go up, we want it to get lighter. So we're just going to add a little bit more phthalo blue. This is actually going to be covered up, I think, if all goes right. Okay, a little bit more there, a little bit more there. Maybe a touch more there. Alrighty, and we're just going to bring this over just a little bit more. Alright, and I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to we're going to stop right there as far as how high we're going to go. Hopefully we didn't go too high. I'm wiping off this brush, and I'm going to just bring it all together here. And we're going to start from up here. Actually, I'm going to switch up brushes here and just blend the top here first by itself. Just a little bit. Blend this out a little bit. It's going to blend in with with this a little bit with the white and linseed oil. We're just going to lighten this up. Okay, and I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to switch up back to the other brush. It's got more color on it, so I'm going to start down here, work my way up, gently go back and forth like so, something like so, and maybe just a touch more of this phthalo green color. Maybe it wasn't too much earlier. I just chickened out. Okay. Trying to work in some more of that phthalo green, that's all. Just a little bit. Again, I'm not sure how much of this you're going to be able to see. Oh, where'd that come from? Well, I guess that's, you're gonna be able to see some of that green, huh? It takes a fan brush. If it's too much, you can go over this with a little bit of white, just to dull it down. Just a little bit. Let's switch up the brushes here. Alrighty. Nice little variety of color. A little change of color. Not just blue, you know, there's a little bit of green in there. So this is going to be our basic water area. And I think we're good. Now we can work in our next tree range. So we're basically going to have a tree range coming in right here, somewhere right around here, and then another one coming in somewhere around here, and then there's just going to be several different, but I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to fit in. So we're just going to do our best to work in as many as we can. Okay, so we were using this gray color. So we're just going to darken it a little bit more, just a little bit, not much. And use that for our next tree range. And it's going to come in somewhere right around here. Probably somewhere right around there. Let's go ahead and just mark it there. Somewhere. And it's got to be darker, so, yeah, but not much bigger, not much taller. It might come over too much, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and just, oh. Little hair, loose hair there. Okay, these are going to be a little bit taller, not much. Let's see here. We'll work in that plane. Right? Somewhere right around there. Okay, and then the next one's going to come in over here on this side. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay. A few more little trees there. And then I'm going to dilute, let's see here, or not dilute. Let's see, what's the word? Oh well, I'm just going to fade it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. May have come over too far. It's all right. Now I'm going to take this 1-inch landscape brush, the one I'm using for the light colors, wipe it off well, then I'm going to start tapping, starting over here, because it's a little bit lighter over here, and it's going to get darker. I'm firmly tapping this on purpose to make the bottom of this seem like it's a misty area or a foggy area. So I'm just going to do this all the way across. Go. I'm going to wipe this off onto some paper towels, tap it a little bit more, wipe it off, and then I'm going to gently go across in the bottom. Gently. I'm going to wipe this off again. I'm going to brush upward. at the base of these. Then just go over the bottom again just a little bit. Okay, I think that's doable. Now I'm just using this 1-inch landscape brush to kind of just fill in some of the areas that I think might need it. Okay. And let's see here. Do we need to, maybe we need to bring it down a little bit more. Let's see here. I'll use this palette knife. See something here. Okay, this next tree range is going to be even darker, and it's going to come in over here, something around there. And then the next one is going to be one that's taller. It's going to be coming up a little bit taller than this. And yeah, so this is just kind of a foggy area, misty area. Let me bring this down a little bit more though. Just a little bit. I think it'll help it make sense. Okay, wipe this brush. Tap, tap, get this little hair off. Tap, tap. And then we're gonna just gently the bottom of that. And maybe just a little bit further down here. A little bit further down. That'll be good, I think. We're gonna tap, tap, tap the bottom again. Blend that in, wipe it off, do it again. Wipe it off, and then gently go over to blend just the bottom. Gently. Okay, I think that can work for that mountain range, or that tree range. There might be a couple of little areas you could just touch up here and there if you need to give it more of that effect. And then the next one we bring in is going to be a little bit taller, a little bit darker. So, man, I'm just getting paint all over the place today. Paint all over. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Still got paint in the fingers. Gee, I think it's time to re-glove. Okay, the next range of trees is gonna come in right over here. And maybe a little bit, it's gonna be taller? Might be taller. Somewhere right around here. Maybe right around there. Boom. Yeah. So I think we're okay as far as placement goes. I think we're doing okay. Not too bad. We'll see how the next one goes. All right. So that was the second range of trees, I guess you could say. And So the next range is going to be, see, I'm not going to pick this up. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit. This dark color to this. It's going to be darker. Okay. And we're going to bring another one, even bigger than this. I believe that's the plan. We're going to step back. It's going to come down probably right around here, so I got to pay attention to that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring this right around here. See, how much higher is this? Let's go. This is about here, so we can go just a little bit higher. Okay, just a little bit higher. We don't want to go over all those trees that we worked so hard on. Okay, and we're going to stop right around there. And then we're going to do the same thing we did with this range. We're going to bring up the tops of those trees. Okay. Just going to go back into some more paint, and I'm going to just lift the tops of these trees here. If you need more paint, go back into some more paint. You can have some taller trees maybe here and there. Just here and there. We're going to stop there, I believe. Probably should. And then bring this down a little bit more over here. Okay. I think I'm going to add just a couple of taller trees, maybe a couple of little thicker trees, just bigger trees, just a little bit. All right. And then the next range will have a little bit more detail. A little bit more detail. Okay. I think this one's actually going to have some reflection, so we'll go ahead and add some reflection in there, starting right around there. I think that should work. Yeah, go ahead and do it there. I'm going to go use the 1-inch landscape brush. I'm going to tap a little bit into some of the same color. And then bring it over here and just bring it down a little bit. Try to match it up to the same height as what this is here. It could be a little bit darker, that's fine. We want to keep this water line, or like where the shore is, kind of keep it straight. I don't really want it to go off, like up or anything really. So if that happens, we can fix it. And if it slightly comes down a little bit, it's fine. But I want to keep this fairly straight, I think. And I'm going to make this taller. Oh, that's pretty dark. We'll lighten it up a little bit. Okay, and we could fix anything that we need to, go over something if we need to. Let's see here. We could switch up brushes if we need to. Okay. Somewhere around there. Let's go down right there. Okay. Then we're gonna gently, I'll wipe off this brush real quick. Then I'm gonna gently go across. I wanna make sure that we went down enough. Let's just go down just a little bit more. I think that's okay. And then for the light area, I'm gonna switch up brushes. I'm gonna use the brush for the lighter because I'm in this lighter area here. And I'm gonna go across, gently across, wipe it off. You really wanna make sure it's clean when you do this. And I'm using this brush just for this area. Okay. We're going to use this brush, fan brush. I just wiped it off. There's maybe a little bit of this paint left on here, and that's fine. Let's see here. Okay. One-inch landscape brush, just going to wipe it off. I'm just going to go over it a little bit. These brush strokes, you want them to go straight across. Okay, so I'm going to take this other brush, wipe it off really good, the one for the darks. And I'm going to go across, just very gentle. Very gentle. You kind of just want to blur them a little bit, you know. Nope, a little bit too much color there. I'm not wiping that brush off. Switch it up. Let's go over this a little bit. Wipe it off because we are collecting some of that dark color. We don't want that. We don't want to move it all over the place. Okay. And I'm just going to create, just set in a little bit of a area where we know where the land is, kind of. Then we'll put a water line. That will kind of bring it all together. And it is further back, so it's okay. Let's see here, if the shadow, if the reflection isn't as dark as it should be. And then again, let's see if we can work in something here. A little bit better, I think. Okay, now I'm going to take some white, and running out of room here. Here I'm going to move some of this paint around real quick. Okay, I'm going to get some white, and I'm going to make a little water line for that tree range that we just put in. Maybe a few other little brush strokes, and then that'll be it for that range. So let's go ahead and put it right there. Somewhere right around there. It's pretty distant, so it doesn't have to be super bright, I don't think. unless you're wanting the light to hit it a certain way. But this is just background, so we're gonna actually have stuff in front of it. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it. Okay. But I just gotta pay close attention to these water lines, making sure that they're straight. And I don't want them very thick, because I want this to look far away. I want to try to give it the illusion that it's far away, you know? So let's see, we're just trying to try our best. We're going to bring this back a little bit further. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Just wipe off the knife and just bring it back down. Again, some of this is going to get covered up, so I'm not sure exactly where it's going to get covered up, but I think I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Okay, take a little bit more white. And then if we need to add more later, we could do that. I'm going to go ahead and add in the next range of trees. Actually, I'm going to add maybe, let me just go over a couple of little things here. Bring some of this stuff up. Like so. Sorry, I'm probably all in the way here. Sorry. Okay. Maybe just a few little, maybe over here, just a few little things, like little tree trunks, something like that. Something like so. Again, we don't want it to have too much detail, because then we want the next one to have even more detail than this one. So this one has a little bit more detail than that one, so forth, so on. So we are going to keep it rolling here. So now we're going to go into the same color, but add just a little bit dark, make it a little bit darker. Okay, so it's getting pretty dark now, which is fine, but we don't want it the darkest, because we're not close. We have like 1, 2, 3 more ranges. We might not be able to fit them all, but it's okay if it doesn't work out that way, the way we wanted it to, the way we planned. We just got to go with the flow, you know. Alrighty, here we go. Next range is going to be over here. It's going to be coming down. It's going to be coming down probably right around here. So not too far. Let's see here. We want these to be a little bit taller, I think. Like I said, a little bit more detail in these. And they're going to come down probably, let's see. Let's see, should I bring it up a little bit? Let's see. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Let's see, somewhere right around there. Gotta figure it out here. Bring it up a little bit higher, I think. Too high. could have been. Alright, gotta bring up some of these trees a little bit. We're gonna do that. We don't want to cover up all that light area. You know, we want to make it look like a little misty back there. But maybe cover some of it up. It's okay, it's okay. And I think it's going to stop right around there. Think. Yeah, stop it right there. Okay. A little bit of dark paint on this. We're going to put in some, let's do it the other way. This has a little bit more detail. Okay. Some more, get some more paint. And make this a little bit darker. I'm going to grab the 1-inch landscape brush, tap into some paint, and give it a little bit more of a darker color here. And we're going to have to make these reflections a little bit taller on them. So. Maybe even a couple of these a little bit taller. I think I'm going to have to do that. So let's just bring this one up a little bit. And maybe this one. And what the heck, how about this one? All right, we're just moseying on along and trying to figure out where we stop as far as with the trees, how tall, all that good stuff. So we're just gonna do our best here. Here we go. I think that's what we needed there. Maybe even a little bit right here. That's quite all right. Okay. Now we are going, I'm going to add a little bit more darker color. It needs to be a little bit darker, I think, back here. Just a tad. And then we'll add some, a little bit more detail down here at the base. Okay, I'm going to take some more color, this dark color, bring it in here for the reflections. Let's actually use the fan brush. Let's use the fan brush. So just going off of my reference, I don't think we're going to have room for everything, which is fine. Again, we're just going to have to kind of figure out where we're going to go from here, which isn't a problem. Let's see. A little more darker color. Right. As you come forward with the ranges, the different ranges, tree ranges, you want them to get darker just to kind of give them more of a sense of depth. Like it'll make it seem like things are further away if they get lighter. That makes sense. And yeah, then some of the shapes, you know, of the trees are a little bit different because they're closer, a little bit more detailed. Probably shouldn't start doing that. Okay, and then maybe a little something on this one, let's see. Some of them have some of them have a little bit more leaves and branches and stuff on them. Let's see here. And we'll probably leave it at that. But I am going to add, you know what, does this have to be lower? This might have to be, no, I think we're okay. Alright, so using the fan brush, adding a little bit more of the dark color for some of the reflections. And I gotta touch this up here just a little bit. Bring this down. And then figure out where the water line is going to go on this one. But I think we might be okay with the reflection, the height here. I think that's okay. All right. Then we're going to come back over with the 1-inch landscape brush. I'm going to add a little bit more color to it and just come in here, maybe a little bit more darker color towards the left-hand side. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape some of this off, some of this color, so make it a little bit easier. Let's see here, and fix that. Make it a little bit easier for the color that I'm trying to add to stick. Let's try that again. See what happens here. A little bit better. Okay. Let's go back into that dark color. Then we'll clean it up, you know, we'll add a little bit here and there to even it out. I'm gonna add some water lines. And then I think after this, tree range, we are going to take a break and then, or cut, and then we'll come back with the next thing, which will be the next tree range. I think it'll be the next and only tree range. Let's see, we're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we're only gonna probably have one more. We'll have one that's closer. And that's about it. And that's fine. That's fine. Could probably even add, let's see here, maybe 1. No. Okay, so yeah, we just have to figure it out, and it'll work out. It will work out. Alrighty, I'm going to take the fan brush with a touch of color, mix of like a light blue and white. Let's just add a few little things here and there. Like so. Okay, and probably get rid of some of these here in the front. Probably don't really need all that. Actually, you can go through and get rid of whatever you want if it's too much. I just want a few little things. Let's see, is this gonna work? I think I need to bring it up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Right here, let's see here. This is gonna come up right here. This is where it is, boom. I think we're just about there. Just about there. We'll add a little bit of detail on this tree here, a few little branches. Something like so. Let's try a little bit harder here. Okay, maybe too much. Okay, just adding a few little details here on these trees. Some of these a little bit bigger, a little bit more detailed. And we're just finishing up this tree range here. Adding a little bit of dark color here and there. I think I'm going to change one more. It's going to be this one here. We're going to add a few little details to this one too. I'm going to try to. Okay. Are we good? I think we're okay, but did we need to come up a little bit more on this? Something right there. And then this comes up a little bit more there. That's about it. We've added too much color for this. Let's see here. Let's see here. Darken it down. And now we're going to wipe this brush off and then start going across for the reflections. Let's see here. Straight across. Wipe it off. Straight across. Gently, very gently. Making sure we go over all of it. All right. It's a ginormous mountain. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch up brushes here and use this lighter brush over here on this end. Wipe it off and go this way. Like so. Where that came from. Alrighty, and a water line. I'm going to take a palette knife and work in a spot where we're going to have our water line. Let's say it's going to be right there. Make sure that it's all good there. Make sure we go somewhat straight across. Okay, let's see here. And a little bit more white. Try to brighten that up. And we're going to come down a little bit with this highlight, or this water line. Bring it down just a little bit more. And then just touch up this water line a little bit more here and there. So there's going to be, this is going to be closer, so there's going to be more water lines, more action, I believe. And what I mean by that is it's just going to be more stuff going on. More water movement, more, there's more detail because the closer you get, the more stuff's going to be going on. You're going to be able to notice pretty much. So that's all we're going to try to do. And I forgot to add a few little water lines back here too. Let's go ahead and add those. This will definitely add to the depth in your painting. And everybody likes a little Johnny depth in their painting, right? Okay, maybe something right over here. And I'm going to cut a little bit and put something over here. Just a little bit. Even it out a little bit. And there's been a couple of times that I've stabbed the canvas today while I was trying to put in a water line. Okay. Maybe I'll shorten this one or kind of diffuse this one a little bit. Making sure, step back and making sure that they're straight. Something about this one that I'm not sure about. Can I bring it up some more? I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what it is. We'll take a break from it. We'll come back and we'll add to it. But yeah, there's something amiss right around here in this area. Something's messing with the depth that I'm not really too sure about. I think I might know what it is. Let's see here. Maybe that did it. Maybe even taller. Just a little bit. This will come up a little bit more here, I think. Okay. We'll try that. See what happens there. We'll fix the water line. Add a little bit of reflection here, not much. Gotta match it up, that's all. Try to, anyway. Okay. I think we did make him a little bit taller, so we gotta adjust. Again, these are reflections, so you know they don't have to be so identical, but just as long as we try to do our best, but don't focus too hard on it, you know. Okay, let's go down a little bit, like so. And then wipe it off and go across. I'm using the dark brush, not the light brush, because I want to keep these pretty dark. Wipe this off. Go across, make sure you go across all of it. And then over here, I want to be careful, so I'm going to switch up to the other brush. Right over here. Gotta be careful. Alrighty. I'm like wiping it off after pretty much after every swipe. Oh. Okay. Well, I thought I was going to wrap this up earlier as far as this part of the painting goes, but yeah, I'll definitely be taking a break, stepping away from it, and just coming back to see if I missed anything. Man, that's like the third time I stabbed it already. Okay, so we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll see where we are from here, from there. All right, thanks again. I appreciate you all. If you like what you see, if you want to see more, please subscribe, and I hope to see you for the next one. Thanks.